Oh, I forbid you, maidens all, that wear the gowd in your hair, to come or go by Carterhaugh, for young Tam Lin is there. For even about the night's middle, oh, several bells are nine, and nae a maid comes to Carterhaugh, and maid returns again.
Fair Janet sat in her bonny bower, sewing her silken seam, and wished to be in Carterhaugh among the leaves so green. She let her seam fall to her feet, the needle to her toe, and she's away to Carterhaugh as fast as she could go. And she has kilted her green kirtle a little above her knee, and she has braided her yellow hair a little above her bree, and she has gone for Carterhaugh as fast as she can hie.
She hadna put a rose but barely one, when up and started young Tam Lin, says lady, let alone. What gars ye put the rose, Janet? What gars ye break the tree? What gars ye come to Carterhaugh without the leave of me?
Well, I may put the rose, she says, and ask no leave at thee, for Carterhaugh it is my own, my daddy gave it me.
He's taken her by her milk-white hand, and by the grass-green sleeve. He's led her to the fairy ground, at her he asked no leave.
Janet has kilted her green kirtle a little above her knee, and she has snooted her yellow hair a little above her bree, and she is to her father's house as fast as she can hie.
But when she came to her father's house, she looked so worn and pale, they thought the lady had gotten a fright, or what sickness she did ail. 24 ladies fair were playing at the ba, and out came fair Janet, once the flower among them all. 24 ladies fair were playing at the chess, and out came fair Janet, as green as ony glass. And out then spake an old grey knight, lay o'er the castle wall, and says, Alas, fair Janet, for thee will be blamed all.
Hold your tongue, ye old-faced knight, some ill death may ye die. Father my bairn on whom I will, I'll father none on thee. Oh, if my love were an earthly knight, as he is elfin gay, I wouldn't give my own true love for nae lord that you hae. The steed that my true love rides on is fleeter nor the wind, with silver he is shod before, with burning gold behind.
Out then spake her brother dear, he meant to do her harm. There grows an herb in Carterhaugh, will twine you in the bairn.
Janet has kilted her green kirtle a little above her knee, and she has snooted her yellow hair a little above her bree, and she's away to Carterhaugh as fast as she can hie.
She hadna put a leaf, but leaf but only two. When up and started young Tam Lin, says lady, thou's put no more. How dare you put a leaf, he says, how dare you break the tree? How dare you scathe the babe, he says, that's between you and me.
Oh, tell me, Tam, she says, for his sake that died on tree, if you were ever in holy chapel, or sainted in Christianity.
The truth I'll tell to thee, Janet, a word I want of thee. A knight me got, a lady me bore, as well as they did thee. Roxburgh he was my grandfather, took me with him to bide, and once it fell upon a day, as hunting I did ride. There came a wind out of the north, a sharp wind and a snell. A dead sleep it came over me, and from my horse I fell. And the Queen of Fairies she took me in yon green hill to dwell. And pleasant is the fairy land for those that in it dwell, but at the end of 7 years they pain a teen to hell. I am sae fair and full of flesh, I feared 'twill be myself. But the night is Halloween, Janet, the morn hallowed day. Then win me, an ye will, for weel I wot ye may. The night it is good Halloween, the fairy folk do ride, and they that wad their true love win, at Miles Cross they maun bide.
But how should I know you, Tam Lin? How should I borrow you? Among a pack of uncouth knights the like I never saw.
You'll do you down to Miles Cross between 12 hours and 1. Then fill your hands of the holy water and cast ye compass round. The first company that passes by, say no and let them go. The next company that passes by, say no and do right so. The third company that passes by, then I'll be one of they. First let pass the black lady, and second let pass the brown. But quickly run to the milk-white steed, and put yet his rider down. For some ride on the black lady, and some ride on the brown, but I ride on the milk-white steed, a gold star on my crown. Because I was an earthly knight, they give me that renown. My right hand will be gloved, lady, my left hand will be bare, and they's the tokens I give thee, no doubt I will be there. You'll take my horse then by the head, and let the bridle fall. The Queen of Elfin she'll cry out, True Tam Lin he's away. They'll turn me in your arms, lady, and ask but and a snake. But hold me fast, let me no go, to be your wildest make. They'll turn me in your arms, lady, but and a deer so wild. But hold me fast, let me no go, the father of your child. They'll shape me in your arms, lady, a hot iron at the fire. But hold me fast, let me no go, to be your heart's desire. They'll shape me last in your arms, Janet, a mother naked man. Cast your green mantle over me, and say will I be one.
Janet has kilted her green kirtle a little above the knee. She has snooded her yellow hair a little above the bree, and she is on to Miles Cross as fast as she can he.
About the dead hour of the night she heard the bridles ring, and Janet was as glad as that as any earthly thing, and first goed by the black steed, and sen goed by the brown. But fast she gripped the milk-white steed, and pulled the rider down. She's pulled him from the milk-white steed, and let the bridle fall, and up there raised an eldritch cry, "True, Tam Lin, he's away!" They shaped him in her arms twa, but an ask and but a snake, but aye she grips and holds him fast, to be her wordless make. They shaped him in her arms twa, but and a deer sae wild, but aye she grips and holds him fast, the father o' her child. They shaped him in her arms twa, a hot iron at the fire, but aye she grips and holds him fast, to be her heart's desire. They shaped him in her arms at last, a mother naked man. She cast her mantle over him, and so her love she wan. Up then spake the Queen of Fairies, out of bush and broom, "She that has borrowed young Tam Lin has gotten a stately groom." Out then spake the Queen of Fairies, and an angry woman was she, "She's taken away the bonniest lad in all my company. But what I ken this night Tam Lin, again I had ken yesterday, I wouldn't have taken out that heart of flesh, and have put in a heart of stone. And adieu, Tam Lin, but again had I ken a lady that borrowed thee, I would have taken out thy two grey eyes, and put in eyes of tree. And had I the wit yesterday, that I have coughed this day, I would have paid my tide 7 times to hell, before you had been won away."